Today we're going to talk about how to build up to Wild Thing pose. Hi, I'm Melissa and welcome to Yoga Lifestyle with Melissa. Today I have a question from my contact form on my website, melissawest.com. This is from Marcelys and she says, "Hi Melissa, nice to write to you again. After a little while, I am taking up yoga classes again. Recently, I did the Aversion episodes and they were so useful. It's big thanks to you." And so she's talking about episode 319, 320, and 321. And so I linked to them in the show notes. Today, I started the Awakening Your True Self series, the 6 perfections, and I practiced for the first time Wild Thing pose. She said it was a really wild thing to do. Please, could you tell me some advice or modifications to build that pose? So I think this is a great question. And so today I'm going to show you how to break down Wild Thing pose so that you can start to build up to it. Because I think when you ask how to build up to it, it's a question of probably building upper body strength and also basically building upper body strength. Also shoulder flexibility as well, probably, but mostly probably upper body strength. So my recommendation would be starting with side planks. So you can start this pose. So start putting this pose in your daily practices. So bend your knees, place your elbow underneath your shoulder, and lift your hips off the ground and reach up. And then you can even just do some rotation of your top arm here and opening up to build up to the rotation that's needed. So you can even do some rotation here and rotation open so that you're building up to the flexibility and the mobility that's needed in Wild Thing pose. So just get comfortable moving in this posture. And then you can start to add on from here. But start slowly, maybe spend a week doing this pose. And then you're going to add on, taking one leg out. And then you'll take 2 legs out. You can start lifting a leg. And then you're going to start, after you spend a few weeks doing that, you're going to start coming up onto your hand. And then same thing, practicing moving in these poses so that you're getting some flexibility going in here as well. And again, adding more weight by extending your legs and moving again. So that would be done over a process of weeks, not like I just showed you there in minutes. And then this pose has some hip opening in it. So I'd also work on your downward facing dog. So come into Adho Mukha Svanasana. And I would practice your 3-pronged downward facing dog. So by taking one leg up and behind and then opening up your hips so you get comfortable with that. So you can do the walkover. But first, just get comfortable with doing a 3-pronged downward facing dog and the hip opener. And then even going into the walkover. Okay? So those would be the things that I would practice and build on. But spending just a little bit of time each day, not doing all of that, just doing little bits of it, building on it in your practice, being consistent with it. If you spent a little bit of time each day doing some upper body strengthening yoga poses with some mobility, moving in them, you would see gains in your practice. But it's because we rarely do them and then we come to them, we don't understand why we don't have strength for them. That's why we don't see progression in those poses. So it's something that you need to just be mindful to slot into your practice in a regular way. So for more support in building strength, you want to check out episode number 193. I'll link to it in the show notes. And also, I have a beginner yoga class for strength that I'll also link to in the show notes. And they have some of the poses in them that we've been practicing for as well today. In our membership community, we have a whole series of yoga strength building series, one for each day of the week. And in that one, we go through biceps, triceps, chest, back, core, glutes, you name it. Every day of the week, we work a different body part. And I know some of our members go through that fairly regularly. They build that into their routine and they make sure that they're doing that. Especially as we age, we lose muscle mass. People that have issues with osteoporosis, that's a really important one to do. So if you're a member, I'll put that in the show notes. I'll also put a link in our show notes so that you know how you can become a member. We'd love to welcome you into our community. So if you like this video and you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up. If you know somebody else who would find it helpful, please feel free to share it with them. I put out a new video every Monday. I do a vlog, and every Wednesday I answer your questions. So today, my question for you in the comments is, if you have any other yoga poses that you'd like to know how to build up to, let me know in the comments and I'd be happy to do that for you. Thanks so much for watching. Namaste.
Melissa would love to hear your questions and thoughts. Please leave your comments below the video. Thank you for your reviews on iTunes and YouTube. Your reviews help us to share yoga and a yoga lifestyle with others around the world. If you have a question for Melissa, you can leave a voice message at melissawest.com, and Melissa may answer it in an upcoming blog.